What's up, you guys, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be telling you guys how to do better stuff in NBA 2K21 and what you may or may not be doing wrong. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a sub, drop a like, and also turn on bell post notifications so you don't miss out on another video. I'm out. So, for those of you who have 2K21, right? So you may be going through a stage where you're not really either making your shots, you're getting whites, or you just can't seem to get a green light on 2K. There's an easy solution to that slash fix. What you want to do is, first off, if you don't know your jumper that well, shoot with your meter on. Trust me, it's going to be better off, because if you don't really know your jumper and you shoot with your meter off and you can't really time it, and considering the fact that 2K21 has a way smaller green window than 2K20, it's like a little bar. If you don't know your jump shot that well, you ain't gonna be able to green. Trust me, I was in that stage at once. What you want to do is leave your jump meter on for a good 2 or 3 weeks at the max. Get to know your jump shot and then try with your meter off. If I were you, I would wait at least 2 to 4 weeks before you turn your meter off. Make sure on one thing: you know your jumper, you know how to time it, because if you know how to time it, you will be able to green light with your meter off. I personally, it took me a good 2-3 weeks, I think, to get my jump shot down, even though I was switching jump shots rapidly. I was just switching, and then I got this one that my friend gave me, right? So I got this one that my friend gave me, and it's a bit weird. It was a weird one, and I got used to it. I took a little bit of time to get used to it. And after I got used to it with meter on, to be honest, I've never really been able to shoot with meter on. I got to where I was getting pretty good with meter on, and to where I knew I could time it. So I ended up trying it with meter off. First couple days, I could not shoot, like, at all. So I just stayed in my court and practiced it. And you want to stay in my court to practice it, because if you are just now getting to know your jump shot and wanting to turn your meter off, and you don't really want to take it to park and test it out, go to my court. It's going to be the best option, because it may give you a higher chance of making your shots, but in the long run, it'd be better to have a bigger chance of making your shots than having to play against real people and pretty much hopefully not lose, if lose. So you want to play my court as much as possible to get used to your jump shot. Once you've done that and you know you can time it, it's good. You know you can time it, you want to take that like muscle memory to park. Once you take it to park, it's gonna be a tad bit harder, because if you don't have many hotspots, it's gonna be way harder. Because hotspots allow you to do better, especially if you have like a couple badges. You want to make sure you have hotspots. And I recommend the first couple badges. The first 8 I'd recommend is Green Machine Hall of Fame, Hot Zone Hunter Hall of Fame. What Hot Zone Hunter does is, if you do have hot zones, like let's say maybe 1 or 2 hot zones around the court, you go to those hot zones, and once you're in the hot zones, the Hot Zone Hunter badge allows you to have a bigger chance of making your shots. For me, I have it on gold, because I get like 24, 23 shooting badges, and I have to put on a few others. So once you get Hot Zone Hunter on, put Green Machine Hall of Fame. What Green Machine allows you to do is, once you know you can kind of time your jump shot, if more than kinda, you want to try to time it. Once you've tried to time it, you're green. And when you start greening rapidly, once you start getting rapid good times, your badge will pop up. That indicates that you're not only getting the timing down, but you're making your shots and you're getting a green light animation. And what the animation does is, if you have, say, for jump celebrations, you have peekaboo, it allows you to do the peekaboo animations. So I'm not going to show it, I have gameplay of it in the background, but it's basically the green light allows you to see your jump shot animation. And if you don't get the green light, you won't get the animation. So once you've got the timing down, with meter off, you're good to go. But there will be one slight mishap. You will be going, if you're a rookie 1 or a lower than 80 overall, you may not be able to get games that easily, unless you have friends that are willing to run with you. Because people who are high overall, say All-Star 1, Pro 3, All-Star 3, Superstar, etc., they won't want to run with someone who is say 80 or less overall or 90 or less overall, because they'll check your badges. Your 1% don't matter, your win loss count don't matter, it's your badges. If they check your badges and see that you don't have good badges, they will not get on the spot with you. They'll get on, get right back off, check your badges, and just leave. Make sure you play My Career. The first thing you want to do, besides all the other things I said, play My Career. Once you first get the game, you won't instantly have badges. You will instantly be a rookie 1. You have to rep, grind, you have to constantly play the game to rep up. And what repping up does, it allows you to go higher in the charts. The highest rep up rank in the charts is Legend. It's pretty hard to get to that, because once you pass Rookie, it gets harder and harder and harder to level up. So let's say you're going from Rookie to Pro. Rookie 3 to Pro 1. It's going to be a little easy. Pro 3 to All-Star 1. It's a little hard. All-Star 3 to Superstar. A little bit harder. Superstar 3 to Elite. More than likely, way harder. Elite 3 to Legend. The hardest. The reason I say it's the hardest is because you have to play more. Rookie 1, you can just have people, if you have like a big as in stretch 4, interior finisher, etc. / center, or anywhere from a small forward to center, etc. You will be able to catch lobs. What a lob is someone is double tapping the triangle button on their controller, or Y button on the controller for PS4 or Xbox, and they're throwing the ball up into the air. Once it goes into the air, if you hold square or X for PS4 or Xbox, you will catch the lob or the ball and dunk it. What dunking does is that you grab the ball and you slam it into the rim, and it goes into the net, and you hang on to the rim to decide to jump off. That is called a Lob City finisher, which is what the badge is for. It's called lob finishing. The other one is called Lob Pass, Lob City Passer. There's 2 of them, Lob City Finisher and Lob City Passer. And what the Lob City Finisher allows you to do is pretty much catch lobs easier, especially if you have it on Hall of Fame. That's if you get a Hall of Fame finishing. Now Hall of Fame playmaking, that's where Lob City Passer comes in, because you have a way better chance of throwing the lob, and plus lob has always apparently been 2 times your rep. So once you throw the lob and catch it, if you constantly do that the entire game, you will more than likely get because you don't instantly go from Rookie 1 to Rookie 2. You go Rookie 1, you go through the first bar, and then you go from Rookie 1 again to Rookie 2. So it's like 2 bars you basically have to go through. If you catch enough lobs, which is pretty much assists, you're giving the other person assists, you're catching lobs, and that is double rep. And once you've caught them and put them in, at the end of the game, your attribute upgrade will go up. What your attribute does is allow you to get your overall higher. So you start off with around 300 or so attribute upgrades, and you have to have virtual currency or VC to do it. You can either play the game to earn it, or you can purchase it. I prefer playing the game. Once you have enough VC, you can upgrade your attribute upgrades to make yourself an 85 overall. That's the highest you can go once you're first starting. It don't matter how much VC you have. You only get enough to make yourself an 85 overall, so spend it wisely. Trust me. Now, once you have done that and got yourself past the very first bar to go to Rookie 2 or All-Star 2, it's going to be a bit easier from Rookie 1 up. Well, that is until you get to Pro or All-Star or Elite or Legend, that is, even though Legend is the max. So, like I said, you want to consistently try to catch lobs, even if you have to do it in 2v2 and let someone boost you, which I don't recommend, because that gives you bad appearance, I guess you could say. Once you have finished catching all the lobs, your attribute will go up, and once it goes up, you will keep getting attribute upgrades. It goes from 0. It starts off at like 200-300, and then it goes all the way to 0. You can go from 0 to 5. That's all you get per upgrade. And if you save up every upgrade until you're like All-Star or Legend or Elite, you'll be able to make yourself a 99 or 90 something, 94, 93, 94 overall, 95. And once you get that 95 or 96 overall, whatever it allows you to get it to, you play the game, and if you win, your overall goes up. You don't purchase, you don't use attribute upgrades. Your attribute goes up when you win. It's a chain reaction every time you win. If you lose, it goes down. You win, it goes up. You keep winning, it just make you 99 overall. Now, The hardest part about 2K is wrapping up, because it's gonna be hard to get people to run with you, especially if you're a rookie one with in your 60 overall. No one's gonna run with the rookie 160 overall. I do though. Even though I know they may sell me, I don't care. I just run with them because rookie lives matter. Now, if you have say 2, 3, or 2 to 6 friends that will run with you, you can do 2v2 in park, 3v3 in park, 2v2 in anti-up, 3v3 in anti-up. I'll explain anti-up in a minute. Now, if you have a good little bit of badges and you know your jump shot fairly well, I say fairly because you may not know your jump shot, get your friends to let you shoot. If they let you shoot, if you can try to time it with your meter on or off, depending on how you shoot, you will either get a white, which is where you don't time it right and it just hopefully goes in, or you get a full bar. What a full bar is where you land it right on the dot, like the little bar to green. It does not green light, it bugs out. Once it does that, you have an option it like gives you the green light animation, but it doesn't go in. That's called a full bar. Now you can time it perfectly and get lucky at the time, and it greens, and it literally turns green. So after you have your friends, you want to make sure you stay in park for the time being, because trust me, you don't want to go to anti-up at the moment, because you're not, 1, you're not high enough rep, 2, you're not high enough overall, 3, you don't have enough badges, and 4, you don't know your jump shot that well. Now that may not be for some people or all people, but I know there are some people out there who don't really know their jump shot. Now, the reason I say you want to wait till you're either a higher overall or a higher rep to go to anti-up is because that's considered comp stage. Only players that are 95 overall and above, and All-Star 3 and above, go to it, is because, like I said, it's comp. You spin VC/virtual coins, or virtual currency or coins, and you win virtual currency or coins. Now, if you get extreme, I'm talking 1 out of 1,000,000,000% lucky, you'll win a jackpot. Now, the jackpot only happens if a lot of people win and lose. The VC builds up and up and up to over, say, 1 to 10 million or 100 million. If you get extremely lucky, you will win, and you will more than likely be the richest player in 2K20 or 21. Now, the reason, like I said, you don't want to play comp stage is because there's sweats in there, and the reason I say sweats is because they know how to go, they know how to do defense and offense, and they know their jump shot, and they more than likely shoot meter off. So stay away from comp stage from now. That's all I have for you in today's video. I'll see you on the next one, and I'm out. Peace.